Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to do something a little different. I want to take a moment to look back over the past year. Life is such a journey, right? It's full of ups and downs, but it's those positive moments, the wins, that really stick with us and shape who we become. This past year has been a wild ride for me, filled with events that brought so much joy, growth, and some truly amazing connections. Reflecting on them has reminded me just how important it is to celebrate the small victories. So, in this video, I'm going to share some of my most significant positive moments, why they mattered so much to me, and how they've shifted my perspective on life. Let's get into it. One of the biggest highlights for me this year was a major breakthrough in my studies. There were a couple of subjects that I always struggled with, the ones that just made my brain hurt. But after months of grinding, I finally managed to turn my grades around. It was all about dedication and, honestly, figuring out how to manage my time better. I can still picture myself sitting up late at night, going over difficult concepts again and again, trying every study trick in the book until something finally clicked. And that feeling when I got my report card, it was incredible. It wasn't just about the better grades. It was the proof that hard work and sticking with it really do pay off. This academic win had a ripple effect too. My relationships with my teachers and classmates got so much better. I started feeling more confident, so I spoke up more in class discussions, contributed more to group projects, and even started helping out classmates who were struggling with the same things I used to. It created this amazing sense of community and support, which actually made learning fun. It just reinforced this idea for me that small, consistent efforts can create huge, meaningful changes in your life. Beyond academics, my creative side really came alive this year. This was a huge one for me. I released my first original song. Now, I've always been super shy about sharing my creative stuff. The thought of putting my music out there for the world to judge was terrifying. I remember my heart pounding as I hit the post button online, having no idea what people would think. But the response was just, wow. It was so overwhelmingly positive. I even had people reach out to tell me that my lyrics had inspired them. That whole experience taught me so much about the value of just putting yourself out there and sharing your passions. It also taught me to be resilient. When you're creating anything, whether it's music or writing or art, you have to be ready for feedback and be willing to learn and improve. It's a constant process. But beyond just my own growth, this creative leap connected me with so many other like-minded people. It gave me a platform to inspire others, and that has been one of the most rewarding feelings. It cemented my belief that chasing your creative passions can open doors you never even knew were there. Another really important part of this past year has been focusing on my relationships with family and friends. It's so easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle, but I made a conscious effort to nurture those connections. One moment that really stands out was when I organized a small birthday party for a close friend. It took a lot of planning, from the decorations to coordinating with everyone, but seeing the pure joy on my friend's face made every bit of effort worth it. It was a powerful reminder of how much a small act of kindness and thoughtfulness can mean to someone. It wasn't just about big celebrations though. I've also been spending more quality time with my family. Simple things, like cooking dinner together, just sitting around and sharing stories about our day, or going for evening walks. These became our little rituals, our chances to bond. These quiet, shared moments have shown me that strong relationships are built on consistent effort and shared happiness. Investing time and energy into the people you love is one of the best things you can do for your own emotional well-being. It fills you up in a way nothing else can. Of course, life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. There were definitely challenges this year, but one of the biggest lessons I learned was how to reframe those challenges as opportunities. For example, I hit a major wall with one of my hobbies. I was filled with self-doubt, felt totally frustrated with my lack of progress, and was so close to just giving up. But instead, I decided to push through. I sought out advice from people who were better than me, and I committed to practicing more diligently, even when it felt pointless. And slowly but surely, I started to improve. Not only did my skills get better, but I also developed so much more patience, perseverance, and a newfound confidence in myself. That experience completely changed my mindset. It taught me that setbacks aren't roadblocks. They're detours that can teach you valuable lessons if you're willing to learn. Exploring new things was also a huge theme of the past year. I got to travel to a nearby city with my family, and it was such an eye-opening experience. We explored completely new environments, soaked in a different culture, and just stepped way out of our comfort zones. I tried all sorts of new foods, visited local landmarks, and had conversations with people from totally different backgrounds. Those experiences created memories I'll cherish forever, but they also broadened my understanding of the world and my place in it. And this sense of exploration wasn't just about travel. I also joined a community service club at school. We did things like clean up local parks and help out at charity events. Being a part of that, contributing to my community, gave me such a strong sense of purpose and satisfaction. It showed me that giving back can be incredibly rewarding and honestly, a lot of fun. It's about being part of something bigger than yourself. So, looking back on this incredible year, I realize how much these positive events, both big and small, have shaped my outlook on life. Every single achievement, every strengthened relationship, and every new experience has contributed to my growth. Taking the time to reflect on these moments makes me feel so grateful and reminds me to stay present and appreciate the beauty in the everyday, instead of just waiting for the next big milestone to feel happy. By celebrating the positive things in my life, I've learned that happiness really comes from acknowledging your progress, nurturing your relationships, and being open to new experiences. Recognizing these moments fuels me to keep seeking growth and joy in my daily life. And most importantly, it inspires me to create more of these positive experiences, not just for myself, but for the people around me too. So, to wrap it all up, the past year has been a journey filled with so many meaningful moments that have truly enriched my life. From academic wins and creative breakthroughs to stronger relationships and exciting new adventures, each event has played a part in my personal growth. Reflecting on them just hammers home how important it is to appreciate life's blessings, no matter how small they seem. Positive life events are a reminder that our lives are a collection of moments worth cherishing. Taking the time to reflect on them helps us build gratitude, joy, and motivation for whatever comes next. Thank you so much for listening to my reflections today. I'd love to hear about a positive event from your past year in the comments below. Let's share some good vibes. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content. See you in the next one.